Hey everybody, it's Brandy from JoyRebel.com. Welcome to the third installment of our Warrior series. I just want to say a quick thank you for everybody who's been playing along and for those that have provided feedback. I'm hoping that you're enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying bringing it to you. I'm having a lot of fun with the poses and I hope you are too. So let's get started into our third week. So get on your mat. We're going to start bringing, just like last week, we're going to start bringing the poses together. So we're actually going to start with Warrior 1, move into Warrior 2, and then into Warrior 3. So bring your feet to the front of the mat. Stand firmly, feeling all four corners of your feet on the ground. Inhale your shoulders up and back, chest open. And as you may remember, we're going to step back about 3 feet. Inhaling our arms up into Warrior 1. So we've got a bend in that right leg. Hips are pointed toward the front of the mat. Back foot is rotated open. May not be completely open, maybe a little bit pointed toward the front. Depends on your body and what your body needs. Feel this position here. Feel how grounded you are. Make sure your shoulders have dropped, that you're not holding them up by your ears. Then on an inhale, we're going to open up into Warrior 2. Most of us will have to shift our back foot some to get into the correct alignment here. Our rear end is tucked. Our arms are at shoulder length, or at shoulder height. I guess length doesn't make any sense. Chest is lifted, still very strong and firm, but now we've got this nice action stance in our upper body. We can swat stuff out of the way. We can move those obstacles. We can reach up. We can move around, as we talked about last week. And now we're going to go into Warrior 3 from here. So, tilt up on your back toes. Put a bend in that back leg and lift up onto the front leg, bringing your leg back and your arms out in front of you. So basically you look like Superman flying, except you've got one leg on the ground. And you may not be able to see this, but there I go. See, just lost it. That happens. I keep saying it, wobbling's part of it. Wobbling's part of yoga. So you're going to wobble, and that's all right. I'm going to go ahead and get back into the pose. The idea here is to kind of look like a T. You can bring your arms out to the side for what we call airplane arms for more balance if you'd like to do that. Or you can bring your hands to heart center. Got that back foot flexed. And here I go again. Feel yourself flying in this pose. And when you're ready, straighten up and bring your foot, in this case my left foot, back by your right foot, which was your foundation foot. So we'll do that on the other side. Step back into Warrior 1. Inhale, arms up. Open up into Warrior 2. Then rotate on that back foot, bending the knee and lifting up into Warrior 3. Your balance is going to be different from side to side. We are not symmetrical creatures, so our balance is not the same from either side. Arms can go to your side or hands to heart center. Bend in the foundation leg is fine, or straight. And when you're ready, straightening up and bring the right leg to meet the left. Whew! I just broke a sweat just doing that. So, Warrior 3. It's one of my favorite poses because it's fun. I mean, you really do. I think if you play along, I think you'll notice that it really does kind of feel like you're flying. And it's I enjoy it. I find it a lot of fun, even with the wobbling, even with the falling over. As I've mentioned, that's part of life. And in any path, either in practicing asanas or some other sort of exercise, or in trying to pursue a goal or a dream, something mental or emotional or spiritual, there's going to be wobbles, and that's part of it. So at this point, I used to kind of feel like I shouldn't try to show somebody a pose if I wobbled, and now I really don't think that, because I really think that I want people to see that that's natural and that's normal, and that's I have a yoga teacher that always says wobbling's working, that if you're wobbling, you're doing good, you're doing what you're supposed to. But what I take away from this pose is ultimately, in Warrior 1, we got our firm foundation. In Warrior 2, we removed obstacles and we prepared for action. And in Warrior 3, we're now able to fly. We're able to kind of take off and go a little bit of a new path, forge a little bit of a new path. You're literally moving your foundation at this point. You're lifting one of your legs off the ground, and you are moving your body in such a way that is much more different than the previous poses. And I think that is so metaphorical for life and for our own journeys. I think we need to build that foundation first to understand our core and what we want. I think we need to take those action steps to, start on the journey, remove obstacles, be very clear on how we would like to start. And then I think we take that leap of faith, literally, like when we did in that pose, and figuratively in our own life. We kind of lift up a little bit. We change the scenery. We make a pretty decent shift in our current position. Now Donnelly, that's Donnelly back there. Hi, Bugs. I think he's gonna try the pose now. I'm really hoping he doesn't lick his butt while while I'm doing this. So hopefully you guys don't get to see that. And that's kind of really getting back to yoga and not my dog's butt. It's really kind of what I think this pose represents. And I think flying and taking that shift and feeling that wobble is just as necessary and important as feeling the foundation and doing the action work. And just as rewarding and just as successful as the other two poses. So I would encourage everybody to get firm in your foundation, do some work to clear obstacles, and then lift one foot up and just see what happens. You're gonna wobble, that's okay. You can always bring your foot right back up. Set your foot down, get your bearings again, come right back up. And next we will talk about Exalted Warrior, or sometimes called Reverse Warrior, and how that translates into celebrating our journey. So I hope you will join me next time. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for playing along so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and namaste.